Hey, good morning, fellow wet shavers. Brian here with the Wet Shave Experience. Thank you for tuning in today. Today is Tuesday. Our shave of the day today will be with Declaration Grooming's Hindsight. I have the matching splash, although these are actually, you can kind of see the difference in color. This is actually a piece of masking tape there. And it's a real piece of masking tape. I'm assuming it's all in Scott's writing. This was in the packaging with the menthol drops inside the same bag. I think the menthol drops leaked a little bit, so I got a little bit of writing on there smeared, but I'm thinking that I can probably just peel off the masking tape and rewrite it, although I don't know that I can match the Scott's writing or whoever wrote this that might be working for Scott. So we'll see on that. And it's the first time I've ever seen anything on like that on here. Probably one that you're gonna have to be careful not to get wet because I don't think that's gonna be probably a Sharpie marker. So anyways, we'll be using that today. I'm gonna continue the Carve journey on the A-plate open comb. I have a new bowl in the shave den. This bowl actually was 3D printed by my brother-in-law, Brendan. He made two. This one was his first one, and it was smaller, but it looks like that on the inside of the bowl. So this is exactly the same bowl. He sanded it a little bit, so the color is a little different or a little lighter, but that's what we got inside. So worked pretty good. I might have him work on it a little bit more, make it a little bit bigger or flare the sides out, because I did notice my brush occasionally hitting the side, but other than that, it worked fantastic. So thank you, Brendan, if you ever happen to watch this. I know it's probably not exciting to watch your brother-in-law shave when you're not into that, but anyways, so still got the 200 subscriber giveaway going. We are getting closer. We are at 190. So those of you that are new here, thank you very much. Just to let you know, if you haven't been here very long, I've only been wet shaving since June of 2020, so not very long. So this isn't necessarily a review channel per se. It's just kind of my wet shaving experience so far. I will give you my opinion of things or what I think of things, but there's a lot of stuff that I don't know, a lot of stuff that I'm learning, so you're kind of learning with me on the way. So if you're looking for a straight out review, this isn't necessarily the channel that you're gonna get reviews. Again, I'll give you my opinion, my thoughts, things like that, my observations, potentially some conversation that hopefully you find entertaining at some point. But that's what you're gonna get here. You're gonna get my experience, my exploration of the hobby, and I don't have a lot of hardware. I don't have a lot of brushes. I have been mostly investing my budget, if you will, into soaps and different soap scents. So that's kind of where I'm at. I buy everything that I have on my own. I have been gifted a few things by some fellow wet shavers here and there, but by and large, I'm not sponsored by anybody. The links I put in my video are not paid links. Are just links to products that if you're interested, you know where to go. So that's it. And so with that, talk a little bit about the soap and the soap scent. I'll have to read this off to you. This is definitely different. Declaration Grooming's Milk Steak is fantastic in my opinion, but Declaration scents for me are typically hit or miss. There's not a lot in between for me. This just came out not too long ago. This is supposed to be in hindsight of 2020. And Scott described it as potentially his most divisive scent that he's ever created. And I can see that somebody's either gonna like this or they're not. It's definitely very smoky, so if you like smokiness, you might like this. It's got some ingredients in here that I'm not even sure what they smell like. Cade, amorous, teak, cannabis, litsi, I don't know, salt, petitgrain, orchid, cedar, and sandalwood. So some of those notes I am not even really sure on. For me, the scent, it's not an entire miss. It might just be a little too smoky for me. I definitely get the smokiness. So we'll see. But in his description, he says there's notes on the top of the tub that you're not gonna smell unless you lather it up. So I've got it lathered. Kind of try to see how it goes throughout the shave and then what I get my impressions of the splash. But so far, it's kind of definitely different, definitely divisive. I'm not sure When I say interesting, by the way, if I say something is interesting, that usually means I'm really not sure and I probably don't like it. So far, this is an interesting set. All right, so let's wet the face. Yesterday, I got, so we're at 190 subscribers, by the way. I think I got a little off track there. So when we hit 200, we'll do the giveaway. I have the giveaway video announcement on my channel, so if you haven't watched it and you want to be part of the giveaway, go watch that. It will tell you how to enter. You need to enter on that video. That is the video where I will pull, use a random comment picker from to pick the winner. When we hit 200, I'll give people a few days maybe, so maybe hopefully we're at 190, so we're not very far away. So maybe next week I'll do the giveaway, and then I'm gonna make you work for it. I'm gonna make you watch the channel, so I'll do 3 different videos since there's 3 different things I'm giving away. And then I'll just kind of put it in the video randomly next week. So hopefully, it's only Tuesday, so I'm thinking by next week we'll get there. We were at 172 when I put that out. We're at 190 today. I've just put that out on Sunday. So, all right, let's get started. I used the Carve on the A open comb plate yesterday for the 3rd time, and it worked really well yesterday. I saw, if you want a review on the razor, I would check out Ken's channel, Shave326. He actually just recently reacquired, and you can hear the story on his video, a Carve. Although his is stainless and mine is brass, but same thing. And he actually did a review on it, an actual real review. So if you want a review on the Carve, he just put that out, I think Sunday, and I just watched it yesterday. It's a great video, he makes some great points. So the Carve is one of the first razors, it's the first premium razor I bought, the Mercure 34, and I bought a King C Gillette at Walgreens. Those were my first 2 DEs back in June. I shortly picked this up, although the open comb is new for me. But I have a solid bar. I got the kit, the Daily Shaver kit, so it came with the B, C, and D plates, and I really liked that razor. I started trying some other razors. Ken let me borrow a couple of razors, and then I got the Henson razor to borrow, and then DK sent me a razor to borrow, and then I got a Rockwell for Christmas, so I was using that. I came back to the Carve recently, week before last, and I tried the open comb plate for the first time, and Ken makes a good point in that the Carve is kind of, the geometry of the handle is unlike many other shavers, and it almost does require a different technique. And that first shave I had back with it, I really got myself on my neck really bad. And it's almost like I had to relearn the razor. So it's definitely shaves a little bit differently than some of the other razors out there that I've tried. But once you dial it in, I think it's fantastic. So, and I think I got a really good, really nice, efficient, close, pretty efficient. I was pretty smooth yesterday, even with the open comb A plate. So we are gonna go at it today. The other thing he noted, and I tend to agree, is that this razor lends itself to kind of shorter strokes and maybe a little bit more buffing, especially on the plate, the less aggressive plates. I can't remember. I know. I think I mentioned this if you watched my video, but. So I've been trying kind of some shorter strokes as well. I noticed that seems to work for me too. But on the solid bar side, the A, I think there's a double A. The A, and B plates are, the B plate is neutral blade exposure. C is actually where you start to get positive blade exposure. So the open comb A, which is what this is supposed to be equivalent to the solid bar B, which should be neutral blade exposure, although I guess you are getting more with blade exposure with the open comb. But in terms of blade exposure from the gap, I think it's still neutral. I don't know if I said that right, but. All right. no Peloton ride in for me today. I rode 3 days in a row, so decided I was gonna take a break today. So my anniversary is tomorrow. And with the virus and everything else, we've been try to be pretty safe through all of this. We haven't taken a lot of chances. I don't know if you hear that's like a bird or like a crane outside or something. All right, first pass done. Oh, I found my mister. This is just water in here. I think my wife had taken it from my son and hid it, and then I found it in the pantry. I like using that mister in between passes. I don't have to turn on the sink, and then especially in the video. And then it does a nice job. I picked this up after watching CDB, Chris use it on his videos a lot. Kind of more evenly distributes the water on your face because it comes out as a mist. So picked one up. They're cheap on Amazon. I put a link in it in the description. But kind of nice to have. Anyways, we are not going anywhere this year. Last year, my wife had some pictures pop up on Facebook. You know, they do those, 1 year ago, this is what you were doing. Can't hide from Facebook, guys. But we were in Vegas last year. So right before everything shut down, we were in Vegas. So I remember we were in the airport, we were like sanitizing like crazy because news was just coming kind of out about the virus, and everybody thought it was just in Asia at that time or in China. And we were walking around, glad we had to fly through LAX from Eugene to LAX and then to Las Vegas. And so we were like in the terminal, but LAX has these weird terminals that some of them are connected and some of them are not. The international terminal is not connected to the domestic terminals necessarily. So we were thankful for that, but so anyways, I'm gonna take Thursday off actually, so I'm gonna work tomorrow. And then my mom's gonna watch the kids. I have them over tomorrow night, and then we're just gonna. Our restaurants are still closed except for outdoor seating, but it's a little cold for outdoor seating here. And I don't get, so a lot of these restaurants, tell me if you get this, a lot of these restaurants have set up these tents outside, but they're enclosed tents. Like, they have sides, they're not just like roofs, right? How is that any safer than actually sitting inside the restaurant? I mean, I don't get that. I mean, you might as well just sit inside the restaurant. I get it if it's open air, like a patio with a roof, but the wind can blow and you have heaters. But when they're like literally almost enclosed spaces, I don't get how that's any different than just being inside. So I'm thinking you might as well just open up the inside of the restaurant. I'm not saying they should disallow those, but so anyways, so a few of the restaurants, and I guess, here it doesn't get as cold as like, the Midwest and back east, but the East Coast, but I think it's cold enough where you want to be, have some sort of shelter. But anyways, so we're going to probably just stay home and And I think there's my son. Oh boy. Those of you who are new and haven't seen my kids, occasionally they pop in. Usually I'm shaving in the mornings, Monday through Friday before they wake up. But it sounds like my son is awake and crying on the other side of that door. Hey, what's up, buddy? Good morning. I'm shaving, buddy. Oh, does the light hurt your eyes? Okay, we'll go lay with mommy, okay? You want to stay in here, huh? Okay, well, you're going to have to sit here. Can you go close the door for me? Go close the door. Whoa, careful, buddy. Close the door, and then you can sit. Close that door.
No.
Close that door for me.
No.
Hmm? You want me to close it? I'm using this. You want to use some? You want to shave?
Yeah.
Sometimes you're going to shave.
This ball.
Well, here, just use that one already and use that. You can use this one with this. You like the silver brush, right? He's got a, you keep this on the standby, no razor in there. Yeah, you can just do like that. All right, so third pass on here. So anyways, I may or may not do a shave video on Thursday. So we're gonna, I think, try, it might snow here on, but now they moved it back to Friday. But we'll see. We're thinking we're gonna do a hike.
Daddy.
Yeah, buddy.
I love you.
I love you, buddy. Did you sleep okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're up early today.
Is this yours?
Yeah, but
What
we'll
kind
leave
is
that in
it?
there. That's just menthol drops. So, sorry, he picked up. I will mention it. So, Declaration puts these, which is what I think leaked on the label, puts these menthol drops in with
Daddy,
the
guess
splash,
what?
and then
You're talking to yourself.
I am talking to myself. And so you can either add the menthol drops into the splash, you could add the whole bottle, they're synthetic menthol or none. I don't like to add them. I prefer no menthol in there.
What time is it, Dada?
I'm not sure exactly what time it is, buddy. You can look on my watch is in the other row. It's 7:04. You gonna shave?
No.
No? Okay. Change your mind?
Yeah. Do you want to shave 2 times?
Hmm?
Do you want to shave 2 times?
2 times?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna shave once, buddy.
Dada.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you put that razor in there? Yeah.
Isaac razor.
Yeah. He put his razor in the Carve stand. Ken did point out one thing.
Show him
I
the
did notice it,
Carve stand.
The Carve stand, yeah, here. So if you want to stand this razor up, you gotta have a stand because the end is rounded, so you can't sit it flat on a surface like you can with, say, like, you know, the Mercure where it's just flat. It's just design. May bother some people. So you either have to put it in a, you know, in like a stand like this, or you have to buy the separate stand. All right.
Daddy,
Got it on your finger. Let's rinse off.
can it get off?
Mm-hmm.
Daddy, can you see it from that little hole?
Yeah, see your finger through the little hole. Mm-hmm.
Get out easily. Daddy, look at if you do
Can't get out here easily.
So I have to say that Carve, even on the A open comb, is, if you get the angle right.
Guess what?
What?
Will you buy one of these for me?
What, buy one of those bases for you?
Yeah.
I don't know, those bases aren't cheap, buddy. What are you gonna do with it? You gonna spend your allowance on it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
And I don't want to share it with you.
Oh, you don't want to share it with me, huh? That's why you want your own? You don't want to share
But
it?
you take the blade out of there.
Huh? There's still a blade in there, yeah, so you don't want to touch that one, buddy.
No, you touch it. Get the blade out.
Why?
Because I want you to.
So, by the way, second use an asset in this blade, or in the blade and the razor. All right, so let's see what we got here. So I'm picking up a little more like orange.
Ah!
Hey,
Oh.
everybody can hear you, buddy. Especially when you're that loud. I still got some smokiness, but I'm picking up a little more like orange. I don't know.
Daddy,
I'm not a fragrance guy, scent guy.
I love you.
I love you, buddy. So this one's kind of hard to describe, to be honest with you. I mean, smoky. There's definitely the smokiness. I'm getting a little bit more orange on the splash. Yes, buddy. Okay, I'm almost done here. Let me finish this,
When
okay?
I get bigger like you, and I'm your age, and I have this on my own, no, sharing. It's caring.
Sharing is caring, buddy.
And I said sharing is not caring.
Sharing's not caring. Well, someday when you get big like me, you can have all your own stuff. You'll probably inherit daddy's stuff. All right, anyways, thanks for tuning in. I'm going to wrap it up. A lot going on here at this point. So thanks for joining Declaration Grooming's Hindsight. I'm on the fence on it. We'll see how it goes in the dry down. I do find sometimes after you've had the scent on your skin for a while, you get some different notes. I found before when I thought, oh, I don't really care for this. And then like an hour later, I'm like, hey, this smells pretty good. So we'll see if that's the case with this one. But thanks for tuning in today. Hopefully we hit 200 soon and we can get that giveaway going. See you soon on the channel.